Hey guys, welcome back to Words from Reagan. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the reality of how we see things in life. We tend to keep our eyes focused on what we cannot control, which only leads us to overthink and doubt. We need to keep our eyes set on what is happening in the present moment, not what you said to that person 3 years ago, or if you will still be at your job in 2 years. By staying present and keeping your eyes on what you can control, you will remain optimistic and keep a sunshine state of mind. When you're driving, you look straight ahead. You're going to see if there is a red light, a stop sign, or a car braking. But if you look away from the windshield and looking straight ahead, you look off on the side of the road or on your phone, you're going to crash. Take that into the perspective of life. If you're looking back on your past or future or things you cannot control, you're only going to crash. You're going to sit in doubt and regret and focusing on what you cannot control. Whereas if you're in the present moment looking straight ahead, you're going to be focused on what you can control, live simply, and feel refreshed and energized. We must seek the good in life. Things can happen and change instantly in life, and we are only left to dodge them. It seems that as soon as we dodge them, there is another on the way. This may make it challenging for one to feel confident where they are left at in life. In order to feel like you're moving at a progressive speed in your own life, you must look at the positive side of life. Be optimistic. If you feel that your glass is half empty, you're still capable of optimism. When your car breaks down on the side of the road, you can look at it as an opportunity or a challenge. Say you wake up one morning, you hear your alarm go off, you're like, I'm not going into work today. There's no way I can get out of bed. I would rather be anywhere but at work right now. But what if that was one of the best shifts you've ever had? You talk and talk and talk. It's energetic. You make a lot of money that day, and you just end up smiling and laughing the entire time. The reason for life can be very clear when we look at different perspectives. Life can get hard and unsettling at times. You have to look at life that you have legs, you have arms, you're walking and breathing. You're healthy. You still have a lot of time left on this earth. You must use your eyes to look at the positive in life. You are blessed with every breath. Every day is a new day. Embrace it and make it worth it. If life was perfect, it would be boring. We wouldn't have grown and learned to the person we are today. Have fun and enjoy today. Don't stress about the future. Don't regret your past. All we're guaranteed at this moment is the present moment. If we dwell on what has happened or what will happen in the future, our life is just going to be miserable. Life is what you make of it. Keeping a positive mental attitude and always looking at the bright side of life, I believe will always keep you young for as long as you live. Look at the bright side of things and laugh like never before, and you will find peace in this world. If you focus your eye on the past, you're going to be stuck in regret, asking yourself why you stayed with that person, why you chased that person, or why you didn't take that job. What if I did this? What if I did that? The thing is you cannot go back and change something you said or did in the past. It is what it is. It's done and over with. You are who you are today because of it, and you have to look at that in the best way possible. Look in the mirror and see what person you are today. Instead of downing yourself for a decision you made, look at what it taught you. Maybe it taught you to have higher standards. You told yourself you're not going to let your guard down that fast anymore, and you know it made you a stronger version of yourself. Put your eyes on that side of your past and see who it made you. Say you have been focusing on your future. You have a 5 or 10-year plan. You plan everything, where you're going to work, what city you're going to move to, what pet you're going to get. But when it comes time for that, you got rejected from that job. You didn't feel the city was right for you. So you just feel very lost in life because everything you planned on being and doing didn't work out. That is why it is so important to live in the present moment and stop stressing on the future, because the present moment is the only thing in our control. Life can change in the blink of an eye. All you know might change instantly. It is okay to have an idea of where you want to end up and do in the future, but to have an exact script on how the years coming are going to work out is so unrealistic. I look at myself. I am a very organized and structured person. I wake up each morning, make a to-do list, what needs to get done during the day, where I need to end up, and sometimes not everything on that list gets done. I try and plan what time I will end up where, I'll be at the gym at 4, then I'll go to dinner with my friend at 6, come home and be in bed by 10. I try and plan out my day because it makes me feel more organized. But the truth is, not everything on that to-do list will get done, and I won't end up at those places at that exact time. The thing is that's a day. Imagine trying to do that for an entire year or 5. Life is just too unpredictable for that. This leads us to feel lost and doubt our place in life. So I'm telling you, focus on the present, put your eyes around you right now. Life will be a lot more simpler if you live that way. If you do focus on your past and future, it is a human for us. And sometimes overthinking is. We've all done this before. You, me, and the person walking next to you at the grocery store. It's normal, but we must not stress out about it. What's meant to be will be, and what's meant to play out will play out. Say you're in the beginning stages of a relationship. You feel things are going good, but as humans, we sit and fantasize about the future, what this could turn into, the dates you might go on, the trips you might plan, only for things not to work out. You get stuck in your head from fantasizing the potential, only to be blindsided by things not working out or progressing with that person. It's okay, it's human. I heard a saying a while back that says, as humans, we spend more time focusing on what we cannot control in our heads than reality itself on what we can control. When things we want don't work out or go our way, we engage wrong thoughts. We drift into spaces that we have no power over. We start reminiscing on all the things that aren't working in our favor, worrying about all the bad that could happen next. We cloud our judgment and lose sense of our role in shaping our reality. I saw this saying by Dr. Shannon Irvine that states, "Thought fires before emotion, then your brain connects. You repeat that link enough, and it starts running automatically." The line, "thoughts fire before emotions," that's why we think negatively, we feel negative emotions. But we can prevent this. You have to keep your eyes on what you can control. When finding yourself shifting from a positive mindset to a negative, try your best to bring your attention back to the most important aspect of all. Ask yourself, what is worrying me? Is it that guy from 5 years ago? Am I feeling like I'm not moving forward in my job or for school? And then ask yourself, what is within my control? Can I go back in time and undo what I did? Or can I focus on right now, live my life in this present moment? And lastly, ask yourself, what matters most to me and what can I do about it? When we focus on what we can control, our thoughts empower us and then trigger positive emotions. At any given stage in your life, regardless of the set of circumstances you are dealing with, you can find yourself in one of these mental states. The first one is wasting your energy. When you focus on what is not within your control, you're wasting your energy on factors that will not move any forward. This is like putting all your effort into a one-sided relationship only for it to reach a dead end. You can complain all you want, but what's the use? Stop draining your energy on it and start thinking clearly. The second mindset is just being paranoid. When you ignore what is not within your control, you're being paranoid. You shouldn't ignore external factors. Instead, just accept them, what is, and be aware of the external conditions that are outside of your control. The third mindset is wasting opportunities. When you ignore what is within your control, you're flat out wasting opportunities. You're being unreasonable. You cannot control the weather, how people view you, or why things with that one person didn't work out. But you can control your attitude, how you choose to spend your time, and who you choose to hang out with. Stop being wasteful and start using your time wisely. And the last mindset is my personal favorite, in a sunshine state of mind. When you focus on what is within your control, you're in the driver's seat. You're the writer to your story. You're being intentional about your attitude and how you spend your energy and time. This is where you are being emotionally mature and thinking rationally and clearly in a sunshine state of mind. And what does it do to you? It keeps you positive, motivated, and energized. Stay focused on what is within your control, and you'll live your life in a sunshine state of mind. Sunshine is empowering energy. Sunshine is open-mindedness. Sunshine is accepting what it is. It's living in peace. It's saying to yourself, this situation sucks, but let's see what I can make of it. It's choosing not to fold the deck of cards just because you've dealt a bad hand, but choosing to play to the best of your abilities in spite of it all. It's choosing to ride the wave of change and not crashing into it. It's being mindful, not wasteful. And a sunshine state of mind can only be born from a mindset of always choosing to focus on what is within your control. Frequently engage in this kind of thinking, and you'll rewire your brain to naturally become more positive. When you're job hunting, worrying about not finding a job completely drains your energy. Within our control are our own opinions, attitude, dreams, and goals. We control how we spend our time, what books we read, how productive we are, what we eat, the number of hours we choose to sleep, and who we choose to spend our time with. Outside of our control sits everything else. The family and the body you were born into, how life unfolds, and other people. Trying to control or change what isn't within your control will only drain your energy and leave you in torment. What you can control is how you perceive a situation, how you react to it, and how you respond. The reality is this: even though you might not like the situation you are in, you're hurt, whatever is going on, you can choose to accept it and move on. Once you learn to accept what is, and then focus on what you can control, you win. You take the power back. So remind yourself this: you can live in an external sunshine state of mind as long as you consciously practice the art of focusing on what's within your control and then doing something about it. So remember to always live in the sunshine state of mind. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. You are in the driver's seat in this present moment. Stop looking on your past, regretting what you said to that person, or focusing on the future, trying to write a 5 or 10-year plan. Live in the present moment. You are in control. You're in the driver's seat. What you choose to do with your time right now, who you choose to hang out with, and what you choose to do with you is up to you. You are in control. And remember, I use the analogy of eyes because I think about, when you go skiing, you're told to look in the open gaps between the trees. If you look in the trees, you're going to go directly in the trees and crash. Just like I said about driving, if you're looking down on your phone, you're going to crash. Remember to always stay present, stop looking in the past, stop looking in the future. Otherwise, you will crash and break down. Thank you for listening to this week's episode, and I will see you guys next Thursday with another one. Bye, guys.